Hey guys, there's my mic. Okay. So, I don't know when the last time I used this channel for anything was, but I guess we're just gonna make it my vlog channel now. Um, I am basically just making a video talking about Stacey and addressing some things that just kind of need to be addressed. Obviously, if you're watching this, you know that Stacey passed away. And that the news has ruled it a suicide. And honestly, all of it is just very tragic. I woke up on 2 days ago, the day before yesterday, to the news, and basically Stacey's mom, Anna, had called my mom and told her what had happened. She had just walked away from the morgue, and it was so hard to accept that I don't think it hit me until yesterday, and it hit me pretty hard, as I think it did with everyone. It just didn't seem real. I texted my mom and asked her, I was like, are you sure that Stacey's dead? And she was like, yeah, baby, of course. Like, why wouldn't she be? And I was just like, I don't know, and it's just really hard to accept, and I think that's why there's so much drama going on, like, behind it. There's a lot of people fighting, a lot of people standing up for one another, a lot of people like dissing each other right now, and it's all got to do with like a bunch of just crazy shit. So like, first and foremost, there are these people who are just being extremely disrespectful and writing statuses just shit talking her, and that's not fair. No matter what you think personally of the situation, no matter what you think of what happened, no matter what your theories are, like, it's not your fucking, like, job to get on Facebook and just be like, oh, dude, fuck this girl, Like, there are people who loved her very much and are mourning her. How would you like to be someone's mother and go on Facebook and see people talking shit about your dead daughter? Like, it's just like, I know that a lot of people are just going to be like, oh, well, my mom wouldn't have to because I would never commit suicide. Like, you don't know that. You don't know. Even if you think you know yourself well enough, you never know what you would do. And I think it's just really, really terrible that so many people are being so negative about the situation. And it's a terrible situation. Don't get me wrong. She did not deserve to die. 1 second. She was I think she was very intelligent and passionate. If anything, she was really passionate. And she was very, very grateful. She was not selfish, actually. She lived with me right after the accident, and she never for a second let us think that it was in vain. She always let us know how appreciative and how much she loved us and how glad she was that someone was actually there for her. And it was just really, she wasn't a selfish person. She did things for a whole lot of people. So I hate when I see this whole suicide is selfish thing. Like, I see where you're coming from, but stop. Like, let us mourn, I think a whole lot of people really loved her, including me and my family, and a lot of people that I'm friends with really did love her. And it's not fair to us to have to see your 2 cents about the situation. And like, what's worse is that when people say something really fucked up about it, they're just like, oh, well, I guess you're not allowed to have a different opinion than everyone else. Like, no, shut the fuck up. You're an asshole. That's all you are, is a fucking dick, and you know it. You're just, literally, these people post these things for attention, and it's terrible. It's not okay. The second thing is that people, I feel like, have had to, like, justify how good of friends they were with her before she died. And, like, you don't have to do that. If, like, I feel like some people have made it seem that if you want to mourn her, like, you had to have known her this well, or you had to have done this for her. Like, people fight, man. And people end up, like, not being as good of friends with somebody as they were, but that doesn't mean that when they die, they don't love them. Just because you only saw their face walking to class every day doesn't mean that you're not going to miss their face, walking to class every day. It's just, I think that Everyone's allowed to mourn in their own way. People can see a situation and be sad and mourn over the fact that it was just so terrible and tragic. And then a lot of people do take it more personally, and they're like, I really love this girl and now she's gone. So I think that if you want to mourn, go ahead and mourn, and I totally understand anybody who thinks that, you should have done this, this, and this for her if you want to be upset. But I also think that a lot of people are going to be upset either way, because it is a very sad, tragic thing. Also, the news has made it out to be a lot different than it is, which is really sad. They're focusing less on how sad it is and more they're just trying to get something interesting out there, headlines about the girl who the girl who set the fire was also charged in a wreck, and it was she was at my house when the police came to our door, and they didn't want to take her, but they had to, and it was just she was charged on a lot of things that she was basically going to get out of, and we discussed it so many times when she lived with me, how she was dealing with everything, and it's just it's fucking hard. And none of us will ever understand that. None of us will ever understand what happened, what was going through her head. None of us are ever going to know that pain, unless we were her, and none of us were her. It's just, I don't know, I think right now we all need to stop fighting and stop attacking each other. And, this is what most of her friends have said, we just all need to support each other right now. Because that's what she would have wanted. She wouldn't have wanted, everybody going crazy. That she would have said, this is why our generation is so fucked up. Because when someone dies, they can't even be in peace because everyone's going to blow it up on Facebook. She would have said that shit. She would have just gone and talked about how fucked up everybody is, for being so crazy. And she was right. And, yeah. This is becoming a long video. Obviously, my thoughts are sporadic. I'm probably going to get shit for this. I really meant, my whole point of this video is saying, we all need to be there for each other and love each other right now. So if it was really sporadic and contradictory, I'm really sorry. I'm not trying to single anybody out in this video. I'm just, saying we all just kind of need to shut up and be there for each other. And don't be an asshole. It's not the time for that. You can be an asshole, later. Just not right now. Okay? Hey, guys. I feel really awkward ending this now.